This is the Roulette Master, and I can't wait to share with you how I've been winning at the casino this week playing roulette. I combined two fantastic roulette systems into one that's even better. And again, I can't wait to share it with you. So let's just jump right into it and get started. So, like a lot of other roulette systems, we're going to start with $10 on first and second 12. But this one's going to be very different. It's got a lot of different aspects to it. So make sure you hang around and learn all the secrets to making this work. And the first thing that we're going to do is it's also going to involve sitting out after third 12s and zeros like a few of these other systems that I've showed you recently. And boy, does that really help so you don't lose consecutively on third 12s or zeros. As you can see by us sitting out right there, we did not lose on that 33 black. And the only way to lose with this system is to hit a third 12 or zero. So this protects you from losing consecutive bets. So we're going to go up a unit. Again, a couple other systems are like that. And we're going to go from 10 to 20. And let's go ahead and spin. And but this is not going to be one where you reset after session profit. I'm going to share with you when the reset is. And that's a 21 red. Okay, we won. We're gonna if we win, we're gonna stay at the bet we're on, and you can see we're at break even right now. And now we have $20 on each. And once we reach a certain amount that I'm going to share with you here soon, that'll be our reset amount. And there's a lot of other things I can't wait to share with you as well that have really been working well in the casino this week. So let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. All right. That's an 18 red. Okay. We're up $40. Let's just rebet and spin. Again, we're not going back to 10 until we hit a certain amount. And so this is, I'll tell you here in a second, that's a 23 red. That's another win. We're up $60. So this is a combination of the Holy Grail system with JS21 that where you sit out after third 12s or zeros. And a few other aspects I'm going to share with you. Also a change in reset value. And we're up $80. Let's go ahead and spin. Boy, this has been working well for me at the casino this week. So I really wanted to share it with you guys. And there's another $20 win. We're up 100. So that's our first reset mark. So we're going to go back to 10 on each now. You can see we're up $100. And let's spin. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. It can be $1,000 if you just divide the unit sizes. So instead of 10, go to 5. And there's a loss, so we're going to sit out so we don't hit third 12 or zeros consecutively. And let's spin. Let's see what we get here. Okay, that's a 27 red. So see, that saved us there. We would have lost that one. And that's the genius of this aspect of the system. Just like the one I showed you guys the other day. Look at that. It just saved us again. We would have lost on the 25, the 27, and the 26, but we didn't. So that's pretty cool. And I'm incorporating this into a lot of my systems lately. And it's time to bet again because we didn't hit third 12 or 0. So let's increase the bets to 20. Let me fix that bet there. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 28 black. That's a loss. Okay, so we'll be going to 30 next. And let's go ahead and spin without betting until we don't hit third 12 or 0. We did not hit third 12 or 0, so we're going to go 30 on each. Okay, there we go. Now we have a $60 total bet. And let's spin. That's a 22 black. That's a win. And again, we're going to leave the bets the same if we win until we reach $200. That'll be our next reset point. This is 30 on each, $60 total bet. And that is an 8 black. That is a win. So we're just going to rebet, getting $30 per win now. We're back to the 100 mark, but we're trying to get to 2 now. We have 30 on each still, $60 total bet. And there's a 9 red. That's a win. Okay, so another $30 coming our way. We're up 130. Let's rebet and spin. Again, $60 total bet still, and 30 on each. That's a win. All right, so we're up 160 now. Let's rebet. Again, still 30 on each. And here we go. That's a 21 red. That's a win. All right, we're up 190, so let's rebet and spin. And if we get this one, I'm going to show you something else that's cool about this. It's a little bit different. And that's an 18 red, so that's a win. So we passed the $200 mark, which is the reset mark. And we're at 220 now. But we're still not going to go 100 past that. Our next level will still be at 300. So now we'll go back to 10 on each. And when we reach 300, we will restart. But we will not go back to 10 until that happens. So here we go. And again, this is a $2,000 bankroll system with $10 units, or you can use it with a $1,000 bankroll with $5 units. And there is a loss. So we will sit out. Let's go ahead and sit out until we don't hit third 12 or 0. That protects us from many losses in a row with third 12 or 0, just like that. Isn't that amazing? And that kept us from losing there. The only way to lose is third 12 or 0, and we did not do it. So there's a win. So, sorry, not a win. We're going to go from 10 to 20 now. It's time to bet again is what that signifies. Let's check our balance. We're at 200 right now. And, all right, it's time to spin. Here we go. So our next reset point will be 300. Okay, there's a win. So we'll stay at that level for now. And we're at 20 each. So we're not going back to 10. We're staying right where we're at till we reach 300. Unless we lose, then we'll increase by 1 unit. So now we're up 240. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. All right. That's a 15 black. That's another win. So we are up 260. All right, let's spin again. Again, we're trying to get to 300 this time. And that is a 17 black. That's a win. And we're eliminating consecutive losses on third 12s and 0s. We're up 280, and if we hit this one, we'll be at our new reset point. So we got it. All right, so we're at $300 profit now, and we can restart at 10. And the next one will be 400. So let's go ahead and spin with $10 each. And here we go. That's a 13 black. That is a win. So let's go ahead and rebet and spin. We have $10 on first, $10 on second. And that's a 20 black. That's a win. Let's check our balance. We are up 320. Again, trying to get to 400. So we're not going back to the $10 bet once we raise it until we get to 400. And that's a 16 red. Okay, so that's a win. We're up 330. Still at the original $10 bet on this one. We haven't had a loss on this session yet, this portion of it. There's a loss, though, just as I say that. So let's go ahead now and sit out and spin until we don't hit third 12 or 0. Again, that protects us from many third 12s or 0s consecutively. And look at that. It just saved our asses again. So let's go ahead and spin again. And it saved us again. Look at that. We would have lost on the 31, the 25, and the 29. But guess what? We didn't because we're being smart and we're waiting for it to not hit third 12 or 0. Look at that. It just saved us again. This is incredible. And I tell you what, it's really, it's not time to bet again. I'm not sure why I put those out there. We're still spinning. And we're keeping us from losing. So look at that. We would have lost right now on 31, 25, 29, 36, and 34, but we didn't. And we're just cruising right along. And I love that about this. And it's time to bet again. So we're going to go 20 on each. And we're at 310. And let's spin. All right. There's a win. So we'll stay on that. We're at 330 profit right now, trying to get to 4 before we reset back to 10. And let's see what we get. That's another win. All right, we're up 350. Again, trying to get to 4 before we reset. We have $20 on each still, $40 total. And that's 11 black. That is a win. So now we are up 370. Let's rebet and spin. And this is just like I've been doing at the casino this week. But you still want to cash out when you get a good profit. Don't play it forever. Be smart about it. And we're up 390. Let's go ahead and rebet. And if we win this one, we'll be a little over 400. And that'll give us a little head start to get to 5. But we did lose. So that didn't happen. Let's go ahead and we're going to, remember we're at 20 each because we're going to be at 30 each next. But we're going to spin without betting until we don't hit third 12 or 0 to protect us. And it's time to bet again. So we'll put 30 on each. And spin. Let's check our balance first. It's going to take a couple wins to get us there. Let's see if we can get them. There's a loss though. Okay, so now we're going to be at 40 each, but first we're going to sit out and spin. Make sure we don't have consecutive losses. Okay, it's time to bet again. Now we're going to have 40 on each. Remember, we still have that $2,000 bankroll also to protect us. And there's another loss. Okay, so we'll sit out again. The next bet will be 50. And you can see temporarily we've gone backwards a little bit. And here we go. We'll have 50 on each after this because we didn't hit third 12 or 0. So let's do that and spin. And let's see if we can get some wins. And there's a win right there. We'll stay at 50. 50 on each, that is. And again, we're still trying to get to 500. So let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. There's a loss. That's a 28 black. So the next bet will be 60. And let's go ahead and spin until we don't hit third 12 or 0. Then we'll do that. But we still have that nice $2,000 bankroll to help us. So let's put our $60 bets out because we didn't hit third 12 or 0. And spin. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a 9 red. That's a win. So let's go ahead and rebet at that same level. Again, we don't go back to 10. We're trying to get up to that next goal of 500. And there's a 6 black. There's another win. So let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. All right. There's another win. And you can get a lot of consecutive wins in this, just like you can get losses. But we're trying to eliminate the consecutive losses with the third 12 and 0s not being consecutive. And there's a loss right there, though. So we're going to be going to 70 here soon. And let's spin without betting first. Make sure we don't have consecutive losses. And it's time to bet again. So we'll put 70 on each. And I need to add one more to that first one there. Okay, 70 on each. Let's spin. And we just need to get some wins in a row. And patience and bankroll are key. But that's another loss, so it's testing us. That's okay. And we're going to go from 70 to 80 now. But first we're going to spin until it doesn't hit third 12 or 0. Still lots of bankroll. We're in good shape. And that saved us right there by not betting because it hit 0. And let's see what happens here. Okay, it saved us again. Look at that. Wow, fantastic. All right. All right, it's time to bet again. So we'll put those $70 bets out there. Actually, I think they were at 70. We're at 80 now. And let's go ahead and spin. And that's a loss. So we're going to 90 next. And let's go ahead and spin without betting. And eventually we're going to go on a roll. We still have our $2,000 bankroll. We'll be just fine. And that saved us there because we didn't hit third 12 or 0. And we did hit third 12, but we didn't bet on it. And it's time to bet again. So let's put 90 out there now. Let's switch that up. Make sure each one has 90. Okay, here we go. We have the bankroll and the patience to bring this back, so let's do it. And here we go. That's a 13 black. Okay, so we won at 90. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. That's another win. It seems like a long way off, but it's not really. All we need is some consecutive wins. And actually, we're already back up 100. So let's go ahead and spin. And that's another win. So now we're up 200. Almost. We're at 190. So let's rebet and spin. See if we can go on a nice little run here. But that's a loss, so we'll go to 100 next. And let's go ahead and spin without betting. Then we'll check our balance. Then we'll place our $100 bets. And that's a 12 red, so it's time to bet again. Let's place those $100 bets. We still have plenty of bankroll, plenty of patience. We're ready for this, and that's what it's all about, being calm under pressure and knowing you can come back with the appropriate bankroll. And that just saved us there. Oh, actually, that didn't save us there. What am I saying? That's a loss there. So that was at 100, so we need to sit out again. Okay, and then we're going to 110. So we can still do this, though. And that saved us right there. Look at that. So we would have lost on both those, but we didn't. The next bet will be 110. It's time to bet again. We'll check our balance. But we still have plenty of bankroll in there. We have $2,000. We're only down 190. So we're good to go. We just need a nice little run here. We have 110 on each. There's a win. So let's just rebet and see if we can get some wins in a row here at the 110 each level. That's 220 total. And that's a 2 black. That's a win. You just need patience and a bankroll to to be a cool customer when you're playing roulette. And if you don't have it, you just want to reduce the unit size so that you can be. And let's see what we get here. There's a loss, though, so we're going to go from 110 to 120. And first we're going to spin until we don't hit third 12 or 0. Okay, it's time to bet again. So let's put the 120s back out. And let's spin. The thing I like about the going up 1 unit at a time, keeps you from losing all your bankroll. And there is a win. And we still have almost all of our $2,000 bankroll left. We're just going to rebet at 120 each and see if we can get some consecutive wins. Again, patience and bankroll will get us there. There's another win. We're up 50 now. Let's go ahead and rebet. We have 120 on each. Even after all these this rough ride here, we're going to be okay. And that's a 4 black. That's another win. We're up 170 now. Let's go ahead and rebet. 120 on each still. And here we go. And there's another win. So the patience and the bankroll is everything. We're up 290 now. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Here we go. There's another win. Okay, we're at 410. Remember, our goal was 500. Because our first goal was 100, then 200, then 300, then 400, and now 500. And I think we just did it. Okay, so now we're up $530. We go back to 10 on each. And let's spin. Here we go. That was a great comeback, guys. That's a 3 red. And that feels good when you can do that. We're up 540 now. And let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 36 red. That's a loss. So we will go to 20 each after we sit out and spin. And that saved us there. That's the thing I love about this. You don't lose on consecutive third 12s or zeros. And add that to the Holy Grail system. The two combined can be pretty powerful. It's time to bet again because we didn't hit third 12 or zero. So remember, the next level will be $600. So we reached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're headed towards 6, and we don't go back to 10 until we get there. So we keep the bet the same and spin. Here we go. That's a 21 red. That's another win. We're only $40 away from our next goal. Here we go, $20 on each. There's a double zero though, that's a loss. So the next bets will be 30, but we're going to spin until we don't hit third 12 or 0 first to protect ourselves, and it's time to bet again. All right, let's go ahead and spin at 30 each now. Here we go. That's a 11 black, and that's a win. We're at 550. We're trying to get to 6 before we reset. So still $30 each here, and let's spin. And that's a 1 red. That's a win. Let's check it. We're up 580. We just need one more of those to get us to our next profit goal, and that's $600. And I think we did it. So now we're up 610. Our next goal is going to be 700, so we go back to 10 on each. Let's go ahead and spin. All right, that's a 15 black. That is a win. So we're at 620 right now, profit. We're staying at 10 on each until we have a loss, and then we'll increase by 1. But we lost that one, so we will sit out now and make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third 12 or 0 before we increase to 20 each. And that just saved us again. Look at that, guys. We didn't lose a thing on that 0. That's pretty powerful. And here we go. And now it's time to bet again. Now we'll go to 20 each and spin. Again, our next goal will be 700, and that's a 12 red. Okay, we're at 620. Again, we're not going to go back to 10 until we reach the $700 goal. That's a 6 black. All right, so we're up 640. Let's spin again. Here we go. That's a 26 black. That's a loss. And that was at 20 each, so our next bet will be 30, but let's sit out first. Make sure we don't hit a third 12 or 0. That's an 8 black. Okay, that's time to bet again. So we'll have 30 on each. All right, there we go. And let's spin. All right, here we go. That's a win. So that'll get us a $30 win. We're up 630. Let's just rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 22 black. That's a win. So that gets us to 660. $40 away from our next profit goal. And here we go. That's a 1 red. Okay, that is a win. We are at 690. So let's rebet. And if we win this one, we'll have a little head start to our next goal of 800. And we won, so we did get that little head start. And you can see what I mean now. We're up 720, so we only have $80 to get to our next goal of 800. And let's go back to 10. Here we go. All right. That's a 5 red. That is a win. We're up 730, only 70 away from our next goal of $800. And that's a 13 black. And that's a win. We're at up 740. We'll leave the bets the same when we win. When we lose, we'll increase by 1. and after you sit out, of course. And there is another win. We're up 750. Let's rebet and spin. $50 more to our next goal of 800. That's 11 black, and that's a win. We're up 760. Let's rebet and spin. Only $40 away now. And that's a loss. So the next bet will be on 20 each, but first we'll spin and sit out. Okay. And it's time to bet again. So let's put our 20 each out there now. And spin. And remember, our next goal is $800. That's a win there. So we'll stay at that $20 level. We're up 760. Well, we'd only need 2 more consecutive wins to get to that goal. Here we go. That's a win. So that should get us to 780, I believe. That's right. And let's rebet and spin. And if we get this one, we'll be at our $800 goal. That's a 9 red. Fantastic. We reached our goal. Now our next goal will be 900. So we go back to 10 and spin. And here we go. That's an 8 black. That's a win. So we're up 810. Let's rebet and spin. All right. That's a 16 red. That is a win. We are up 820. Let's spin again. That's another win. We're up 830. Let's rebet. Here we go. And that's a loss. So we will go to 20 for the next one, but first we'll sit out and spin. And that saved us again. Look at that. We would have lost on that 31 black, but we didn't. And that's the real genius behind this. And it's time to bet again here because we lost. We didn't hit third 12 or 0. So let's increase and spin. Here we go. And there's another loss. So we will go to 30 each on the next one, but first we're going to sit out and make sure we don't have consecutive losses. There's a 3 red, so it's time to bet again. We're at 30 each now. And let's spin. Here we go. 0-0, ouch. Okay, so we're going to 40 each, but first let's spin without betting. See if we can protect ourselves. It's time to bet again. Now we're going to go to 40 each. I hope you guys are enjoying how I'm playing longer so you guys can see more good and bad of every system. And the bad's starting right now again, just like earlier, but we can overcome it. Now we're going to go, we're first going to sit out before we go to 50 each. Okay, and that saved us there. Fantastic. Here we go. Okay, it's time to bet again. Let's put that 50 each back out there. And spin. Here we go. It's an 18 red. We got it. So we'll stay at that $50 level. Rebet and spin. Here we go. And that's another win. Okay, we're at 730. We're just going to rebet that same amount and see how many wins we can get in a row. That's a 9 red. And let's rebet and spin. We're up 780. Here we go. That's a loss, so that's a 26 black. So the next bet will be 60, but first let's sit out and make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. And look, it saved us again. Look at that, guys. That is so cool. And here we go. That's another one it saved us. Bam. That's awesome. Here we go again. Saved us again. We would have lost on the 26, the 27, the 29, and the 30, but we didn't. And that's pretty cool. So now it's time to bet again. Let's put our 60 each back up there, increasing by 1 unit. We're at 680 right now. Let's see if we can build it back up. And that's another loss. So now we're going to be going to 70 each next, but let's sit out first, make sure we don't hit third 12 and 0. And it's a 21 red, so it's time to bet again. Let's put the 70s out there and spin. Here we go. And that's a 16 red, that's a win. So up 630, let's go ahead and rebet and spin. See how many wins we can rack up in a row here. There's a loss though, so things are starting to turn. And one thing you have to think about, and we're going from 70 to 80 once we sit out here, is you always have to make sure you know when the right time to pull out is. But that just saved us there. That's fantastic. And we didn't lose on that second 27 there. And it's time to bet again. We're going to be at 80 now. And but definitely you don't have to play as long as I'm playing. I'm playing this long so that you guys can see the good and the bad with every system. And if I play longer, you're going to be able to do that. And there's another loss. So you can see things are turning the other direction finally. And we're going to be at 90 next. But first we'll sit out. And here we go. It's time to bet again. We're at 90. So you get to see the good and the bad with every system when I play longer like this. And I've received a lot of good feedback from you guys. I hope you still feel that way. Look at that. It's really going south now. So now we're going to 100 each. And first we have to sit out though. So let's make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third 12 and 0 first. And it's a 13 black, so it's time to bet again. Let's put our bets back out. And spin. And here we go. No third 12s or 0s, please. Okay, we got the win. So we'll stay at the $100 level. Let's rebet and spin. Come on, let's get a win. Oh, that hurt. So we're going to 110 next, and let's go ahead and spin without betting first. We still have our $2,000 bankroll, so that's good. We still have patience. And it's time to put the 110s back out because we didn't hit third 12 or 0. And let's go ahead and spin. Oh my goodness. So where you do get in trouble with this occasionally is if every other one is a third 12. So the next one's going to be 120. We're going to spin without betting to protect ourselves first. And it's time to bet again. So let's put the 120s back out there. And here we go. And we still have our $2,000 bankroll. So we just need some patience and bankroll here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So see how it goes third 12, every other one. So we're going to go to 130, but let's go ahead and spin without betting now. And it's time to bet again. Let's do 130 now. Oops. All right, let's go ahead and spin. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Every other one is a third 12 on there. And that's what will get you a little bit. But we're going to 140 now after we spin here. And make sure we don't have consecutive losses. It's time to bet again. So let's put our 140s up. We still have our $2,000 bankroll, so that's good. And let's go ahead and spin. And obviously I would have cashed out earlier when we were up over $800, but I want you guys to see everything. And man, this is you're sure seeing everything right now. That's about the worst luck possible. And we're going to go to 150 each now after we sit out. And I like you guys being able to see the good and the bad with everything. And I've been cashing out way before this. It's been doing so well lately. We're going to go to 150 now. But, you know, that's why I'm playing longer. I want you guys to see what's possible. And I hope you guys appreciate that. Let's go ahead and do 150 on each now. Still have plenty of bankroll left. And there's a win with a 16 red. And let's go ahead and rebet and spin. We still have $1,200 left in our bankroll. So let's go ahead and get some wins now. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's 160 is the next bet. We still have bankroll left, so let's make sure we don't have consecutive losses here. So it's time to bet again. All right, and then we'll check our bankroll and see where we're at. There's a win at 160. Okay, we still have plenty of bankroll. I think that's a $2,000 bankroll system. And let's just get some consecutive wins here. And there's one. Okay, 160. So we just rebet that and spin. See how many we can win in a row. And we got another one there. Okay, so you can see it eating into that a little bit. And here we go. 160 on each. Got another win. So you can see how patience and bankroll is so key. And I think if we can come back on this, this would be fantastic. But there's a loss, so just as I say that. And we're going to go to 170 now, but we're going to spin without betting first. And it's time to bet again. All right, 170 on each, and let's spin. That's a win. All right. Still got plenty of bankroll. Let's spin again. There's another win. Okay. Rebet and spin. 170 on each. There's another win. Patience and bankroll. And we're climbing back a little bit here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, that hurt though. Okay, 180 will be the next bet. Let's spin without betting. Make sure we don't have consecutive losses. And that saved us. Look at that. That's fantastic. Okay, we're going to spin again without betting before we place that 180 bet. And it's time to bet again. So let's do that. Okay, 180 on each, and let's spin. Come on, anything but third 12s or zeros, and we got a win. Okay, let's rebet and spin. Still got plenty of bankroll left. There's another win. Okay, let's go ahead and rebet and spin. Another win. Patience and bankroll. It's hard to have the patience, but it sure pays off if you have the bankroll and the patience. And here we go. Finally got a little bit of a win streak here. Okay, let's rebet and spin. Another win. Okay, we're up 290 now. Here we go. There's another win. Now we're up 470. Here we go. There's another win. Patience and bankroll up 650. There's a loss. Okay, so that was at let's see what that was at. That was at 360, so that was 180 on each. So if you wanted to keep going, you would do 190 on each next after we sit out. Let's go ahead and see what happens if we spin without betting. Okay, so it'd be time to bet again. Let's go ahead and continue a little bit longer. But just so you know, you don't have to do this. If you get down a lot and you're back up $300, it's perfectly fine to restart, and I would recommend it actually. But we'll go a few more here, and at the one, we're at the 190. Let's go ahead and spin. And we got the win. Okay, now we're at 480. Spin again. Another win. Okay, we're up 670. We'll rebet and spin. There's another win. Okay, we're up 860, and that's close enough to 900, I think. So let's end it there. And we were at 900 was our next profit goal. We got to the 100, the 200, the 300, the 400, the 500, the 600, the 700, the 800, and almost to the 900. And we had a couple nice comebacks there. I hope you really enjoyed that. And just shows that with patience and bankroll, you can come back from a lot of things. And I really hope you enjoyed the modifications I made, combining those two roulette systems together, because I've been doing really well with it at the casino this week. Obviously, I don't play this long. I get up and I get out like a lot of these systems, but I hope you appreciate that I'm playing longer so you guys can see what happens when things go south with any of these systems. Also, what happens when things go really well. And by playing longer, you're going to get to see both of those things. So I hope you're really enjoying the channel. The people on this channel are fantastic. And please subscribe to the channel, but don't do it for me. Do it for yourself, because you're going to get to interact with all these fantastic people in the community. And that's what's going to be really cool. And a lot of them can answer your questions and know a lot about roulette, and really, really smart people. So, take advantage of that. I hope you really enjoy the interaction in the community and the videos that come out every single day of the week at 8 a.m. So, hope you're enjoying that. And again, please subscribe, but do it for yourself. And I think you'll love it. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.